Do you ever wish you could erase the memories? Or is that just Ariana Grande and me?
Hello? You're currently on the phone with KCK. Yep, that's me.
Good morning, everybody. It is March 31st, the last day of March. I wonder when they decided to make the days and how they decided. Like, why do some months only have 30 and some months have 31 and February, for some reason, has just a random number every 4 years? I wonder if it's because people want to get February over as fast as possible. No offense, February, but you're a hard month. And it does need to go by as fast as possible. Okay, I just Googled, as I am very good at, and I was not expecting this answer. It's because of Julius Caesar. I am going to be so honest with you. I did not know he was a real person. I thought it was fiction. I thought it was Shakespeare. Anyway, it says the current calendar's month lengths based on the Julian calendar reformed by Julius Caesar in 46 BC were determined through a combination of historical contingencies and the need for a solar calendar, with February having 28 or 29 days. Let's see. It says the Julian calendar was designed to have months with 30 or 31 days, with the exception of February, which had 28 days and 29 days in leap years. The Julian calendar was influenced by the Egyptian calendar, which is a solar calendar. The Julian calendar introduced a leap year every 4 years by adding an extra day to February, which is still the basis of our modern calendar. Then we go to the Gregorian calendar. The Julian calendar was later reformed by Pope Gregory the 13th, I think that's what it is, in 1582. That's not right. What is 10? No, 10 is X. I was right. The 13th. In 1582, to create the Gregorian calendar, which is the calendar we use today. The Gregorian calendar makes minor adjustments to the Julian calendar to account for the fact that there is not exactly 365.25 days. That the year is not exactly, I don't know, get that. Anyway, yeah, so Julius Caesar's a real person, and it's not just from the Mean Girls clip. We shall just stab Caesar. And yeah, so that's a long time to have the same calendar. I wonder how he got everyone on board to use that calendar. You know what I mean? Like everyone in the world. I guess at that point it was mostly just wherever, Europe and stuff. Anyway, that's not what I meant to start this out on, but here we are. It's almost April. April, I feel like, is a very good month. It's a very underrated month. And it's like you get sunshine and warmth, but then you get a little bit of like dreary days, which it's different dreary days than winter. Like, I love a kind of warm but also cool spring. I love when you can open the windows and it's raining, but it's not too cold. Like, you just need like maybe a jogger set and a blanket, and you just take a nap with the breeze coming in, and you can hear the rain, and then like 2 hours later it's sunny and you can go outside and walk. I just love this time of year. But yeah, we are down to, what is it, 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks till Coachella. So today I'll be starting another diet. And don't you worry, I'm getting 190 grams of protein, which is a lot. But I'm only eating from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then I'm doing intermittent fasting from, for the rest of the time. I'm not having any Alani, you guys. I'm waiting until Coachella for that. Obviously no pop or sugar. Well, I don't know about sugar, but no pop. But yeah, I'm gonna try and run every single day. I'm very pleased with how I look right now. I look the best I ever looked, my body wise or whatever. There's just a little bit of fat I want to get rid of. I also started running this week. I ran like, I don't know, 16 miles. And I haven't ran since last fall, probably. And I was for sure thinking I was going to be out of breath and like gasping for air. No, I have so much energy and I do not feel like weighed down when I run. I think it's because I lost, quite a bit of fat. And like I go past what I want to run. Like I want to run 3 miles. I end up running like four, and I run really fast. Like I sprint at the end, like a lot. I'm like, what is going on? So is this what it feels like to be healthy? I also have more energy. I don't know if it's because I'm taking vitamin B12s now, which is supposed to help you with energy. I don't know. I'm not complaining, but I just feel like I have a natural Adderall in my body because I have been cleaning a lot. I just like deep cleaned my car yesterday and was like getting in every single crevice and like polishing every surface, and I'm just like hyper focused on stuff, and I'm able to focus on one thing at a time, which is very rare. So I'm not complaining. I'm not going to ask any questions. I'm just going to go with it. And yeah, but there's nothing better than a clean car, like a deep cleaned car. Like I cleaned the trunk, I lifted up the carpet in the back of the trunk, vacuumed everywhere. I organized my little emergency kit back there with like my jack and my jumper cables, and I washed my car blanket, put it back in. I just feel so accomplished, and I'm not going to question it. I even stayed up last night till like 10:30, which I know for some of you is not late at all, and watched White Lotus. I did a lot of laundry. What I love about my Apple TV, and I found this out by accident, is when you put on, I don't know if it's for all Apple headphone products, but I put on my AirPods Pro Max one time because I was just gonna have the TV going on in the background, but then my music on my phone, but it'll hook to your headphones. The TV will. So like you can walk around and do things while you're watching your TV show. And I'm like, this is perfect because I can see my TV from a lot of places in my basement, and so it's like nice to be able to just kind of walk around and be doing little things, but also be able to like look up at the TV when something is happening, something interesting. And so I did that last night, and I did a lot of laundry, and it felt really nice. I also like washed my sheets yesterday, and there's just nothing like washing your sheets and climbing into fresh, clean sheets and being so tired and going right to sleep. Am I right? Anyway, I have started going to when I say started, I mean I've done this, I guess, twice. The first one was just a regular coffee shop, but I was so stressed because he only parked for 2 hours at a time, and it was kind of crowded, and I wasn't comfortable. You know, when you're just not that comfortable in an environment, that's how it kind of felt. Like nothing was wrong really, but it's just the vibes were off. So I went to this one coffee shop a couple weeks ago because I have a hard time working from home. I just get too distracted. I'm like, oh well, I'm gonna hurry and put in this laundry, or I'm gonna hurry and do these dishes, or I'm gonna hurry and do this, and then I'm like, oh wait, well it's lunchtime, so I'm gonna I'm gonna go eat, and then I'm like, well maybe I'll just take a little quick nap, and by the time I like get to sit down and do actual work, the day is like gone. So I'm like, no, I'm going to go because I used to go with my friend when he was still in school. I would go to the library with him, and I would get so much stuff done because we went to the quiet zone of the library, floor number 5, where you can't talk or make any noise. And so there I am. You're not supposed to bring any drinks or anything up there too, but they have these little cubby desks, and I would open my Alani like so slowly, and it would make so much noise. I'm sure everyone heard me, and have my little built puff bar, and I would just get tons done. So I'm like, I'm gonna go find a place like that. So I went to Starbucks the other day, got my little lemon loaf. If you've not had the lemon loaf bread from Starbucks, you are missing out. And a large ice water. And I sat down and I took all my notes for my Patreon and for this upcoming episode I'm doing right now. And I wasn't even there for very long because I had to leave early I had to go haul hay. And but I'm excited to go back again on Thursday and just stay there for hours. Like honestly, I could have been there for so long. And anyway, I just want to tell you guys about that because if you struggle working from home, just go somewhere where you can't really be distracted, but like you can just only focus on what you need to focus on. And it really works. I will say it really works. And I actually look forward to it. I get super excited. I go to the gym, go back and take a shower, and then go to Starbucks and sit there for a few hours and get a lot done. So, anyway, that is something new I have been trying. Also, there is a new Patreon episode out. It is about the year 1990. I'm doing these throwback episodes. So, if you want to know what happened in 1990 and just like I did celebrity divorces, celebrity marriages. I did the highest top 10 movies, top 10 songs, who won the Grammys, who won the Oscars, and then just kind of like world news and stuff. So, in my opinion, it's very interesting. Sorry, I had to pause for a second because Miley Cyrus just posted another post and she released a song. It's just called Prelude to her new album. And it's not like a song you listen to, it's just like an intro type song. But I want to tell you right now, there is money put behind this album because this sound of this song or whatever you would call it is like top tier. And she's wearing Mugler, which is a pretty high end fashion house. And she says it's archival, 1997 or something. And she just looks stunning. I can't get over her. Let me show you the text message I just got because Miley texts me now. So it says Miley Cyrus releases Prelude, the first song and visual from her ninth studio album, Something Beautiful, available May 30th. Prelude features Miley wearing archival 1997 Terry Mugler couture, as seen on the album artwork, shot by renowned fashion photographer Glenn Luckford. The film's cinematography is held by Benoit Debby, adding its striking visual narrative. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I just love this so much. Anyway, what else should we talk about? White Lotus last night. So this was the second to last episode, and it's getting real, you guys. It's starting to get pretty interesting. I love the three girl friendship whatever combination. It is giving like salty high school catty energy. They're all, except for the one girl, she's just trying to kind of keep the peace, but the other two are they're well aware that each other is mad at them, and they are not really holding back anymore, and they're being very passive aggressive, and I think it's so funny. I This was a good like storyline, I think, for this. The family, the Ratliff family, has some problems, and now the mom has said she does not want to live without money, and the son has also said he has banked everything in his life around this job that he works for with his dad, and if he has that, he has nothing. So now the dad has even more stress. The dad is like crashing out, stringing out. He's like so he does not know what to do with himself. Then we've got what's his name, Gary, whoever the guy is that wants to meet the rich lady's husband, and he's kind of having a moment. What else is happening? There's just a lot. It's all piecing together. So if you haven't seen it, you should hurry and binge it and catch up, because I feel like the finale is going to be crazy. But yeah, should we get into this week's stuff? We have the new deluxe version of Eternal Sunshine, and when I tell you I've listened to this, I mean, there's only 5 new songs, right? And when I tell you I've listened to this, I don't know, 10, 15 times, I'm not even joking. Like, I cannot get enough of this album to begin with, but also the extended edition. It's so good. My favorite songs are Twilight Zone, Warm, Dandelion, and Hampstead. So basically the only one, and I still like the song, it's not bad, but the only one I'm not like in love with is Past Life. I mean, I might as well just throw it in there at this point because it's like the only one left out. But yeah, I love it. I love the sound. I love the whole vibe of the album. She released a short film with it. It's like the Brighter Days film. It's an extension of the music video for We Can't Be Friends. Basically, the premise is there's this company that'll take you go and they'll take your memory away from. So like We Can't Be Friends, they deleted her memory of her ex-boyfriend or ex-husband or something, and just to get rid of the painful memories. But then this one flashes forward into the future, and it's like she's old, and they store your memories for you, and you can watch them again, and it gives you the same exact feeling of how you lived them the first time. And but you can only watch them once. So once you have used all of your memories up, you like really can't go back, you know. So it's her watching her last four memories that she has saved at this business, this place, Brighter Days Inc. And it's like her singing the newer songs of this album. And people are speculating that this last part, because she's not allowed to sing about her ex-husband, technically, she's not allowed to use the word like wedding, divorce, something else, his name for sure, stuff like that. But the way she goes about it is very clever, and she doesn't use specifics, but it basically just says, should I call your new girl? Because Dalton Gomez, her ex-husband, went quickly into a new relationship with some actress, and she's like, you should win an Oscar because you had me fooled or something. Should I call her and tell her who you really are? Just little digs like that. And then it talks about, people are thinking it's her talking about, what's his name? Ethan Slater, with like the song Warm, because she's like, because I'm cold, but I'm warm when I'm in your arms. Also, Hampstead is about her ex-husband. So Hampstead is a place in England, and she talks about how she left her heart in a pub in Hampstead, and that was the last time those two were seen together. He actually didn't even stay for the full time of her filming Wicked, and he went back to LA, and there were pictures of him making out with another girl. I'm like, what? You're married to one of the most famous people in the entire world, and you are going out in public and kissing? Like, I feel like that's very deliberate. I know there's more to it, but when you bag a famous person like that, why would you mess it up? Why would you mess it up? It was clear that it was mostly his doing and wanting the divorce. But it's just like when people are friends with the Kardashians and then they start to tell their secrets to people and like sell stories to the tabloids. I'm like, why would you mess that up? Why would you do that? Or like Tristan, like cheating on Khloe 50 times. Why? Why would you do that? I mean, he's still in their life, but not like to the level it was before. I just don't understand why people do that. Like, what is it? Do they just go crazy? Can they not handle it and they have to like ruin it on purpose? I don't understand. Anyway, I love Dandelion. Dandelion is a very, very good one. The intro to that is just, oh, it's just chef's kiss. It's wonderful. What else? Yeah, I don't know. It's really good. Like, you should go and watch the short film. You should watch We Can't Be Friends first, and then the short film. I was going to watch it the other day. I had some time to kill, but then I was like, oh, it's 27 minutes. I'm like, I'm going to watch this in my bed when no one can interrupt me. And I did. And it was exactly how I wanted it to be. So, yep, there you go. I highly recommend this album. Me and my friend Edgar had a discussion about the new artwork. We were talking about, he brought up something and I'm like, well, at least it's better than this one. And I sent him a screenshot. It's the one of her, I think she's like looking, no, she's not. She's just like looking into the distance with her hands on her cheek. And it's like this bright blue light. And I think it is so ugly. I think it is one of the ugliest photo. I shouldn't say that. That's really mean. But I just don't like blue light. So I think that's just what it is in general. He's like, are you kidding? It's so much better than the original album cover. I'm like, no, it's not. I was like, it looks like she's in a tanning bed lighting. It looks awful. But there's another one where she is being abducted into a spaceship. And yes, it is a little bit bluer light, but it's more white light. And I love this one so much better. I love this album cover. Like, it's perfect. It is it perfectly encapsulates the way I feel when listening to this album. Just like euphoric, just being lifted into the air. And yeah. Anyway, what's next? What should we talk about now? Miley Cyrus, I guess we'll go back to her. She has released her... I guess I should have started with this. I thought I've already talked about it. I talked about it on my TikTok, that's why. She has released her new album, Name, Something Beautiful. Comes out May 30th. It has 13 tracks. And there's also a short film coming out. We're just getting fed by these pop divas, you guys. So get ready for that. And if you want to know more about it, go watch my TikTok on my podcast TikTok page, On the Phone with KCK. Edible Arrangements, you guys, now sells weed. When I googled edible arrangements, it came up as a let's see. It came up as a beverage company. So I'm guessing a beverage company owns Edible Arrangements now. But you can buy like cannabis and hemp infused and CBD infused drinks, but they're not cheap. Like one can of this lemon lavender high voice social tonic is $34. That is a lot of money for one drink. They have little like gel packets you can buy, which are not cheap. 2 milligrams of THC. What else? Fast Asleep Dreamberry. People who can't sleep. Calm. Quick Lift. I'm guessing that's energy. I don't know. Does weed give you energy? Bliss Drops. They have a lot of stuff. Like it's not a small menu. But I don't think you can buy it everywhere. I think it's only in certain places. Should we try and have one shipped to me? See if it will let me. I doubt it because we're in Utah, but input your zip code to see. Oops. Sorry, we don't offer edibles delivery in your area just yet. To me, it looked like they had a storefront in Atlanta and then, like, obviously, like, California. They said Connecticut. Was it Connecticut? Is like the Wild West of marijuana, of, like, weed, because there's, like, really no rules. So if you want to go to Connecticut, go right ahead. I don't like weed at all, so I don't really care to partake in any of this, but I know some people do. So if you're interested, Edible Arrangements, it's just edibles.com is what it's called, but it's like the same company as Edible Arrangements. I just thought that was funny. Let's see, Kim Kardashian, technically SKIMS bought back Skin, her skincare company and makeup company, and I was so confused about this. It said Kim Kardashian uses SKIMS to leverage buyback of... No. Let me see. She posted on her Instagram and said, I'm pleased to announce that SKIMS now owns Skin. And I was like, And water is wet. Like, I feel like we all knew that. But it makes a little bit more sense when we dive deep into it. Because 2020, she sold half of her... Well, not half. 20% of Skin to Coty, Coty, which is the skin... It's like a big skincare company. They own just a lot of brands. And it's the one that bought Kylie's, $600 million of Kylie. So they own 51% of Kylie's company. Sorry, I can't find it. They deleted. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's because distributing or what they can provide that Kim can't. And so Kim and Kylie, sorry. So they sell it. And I think they handle all like the distribution and stuff like that. But they're the face of the company and the creative directors or whatever. So it says, we're excited to announce SKIMS has acquired Skin by Kim. Enjoy your favorite skin essentials for a limited time as we prepare to relaunch under the SKIMS brand. For skin order questions, contact customer service. So yeah, she basically wants it all to be under one umbrella. And I think she wants more control over the company. Because she sold it 20% for $200 million in 2020. So that valued the company at $1 billion, obviously. And then SKIMS is worth like, I don't know, $1.5 billion. Just crazy. but it's worth it. Like, I have a few of her skincare products because they're pretty expensive, and I do like them. They are very, very nice, but they're just so expensive. I was telling my friend Edgar, I was like, I want to get the night oil that Kim sells. And he's like, oh, what does it do? I'm like, I don't even know. He started laughing so hard. It's like, that is the most you sentence I've ever heard. Like, just supporting celebrities at any cost. I'm like, yep, that is me. She also finished filming her new show. What is it called? Okay, it is called All's Fair, and it's the TV show with, I think Glenn Close is in it, and Naomi Watts, and what's her name? Sarah Paulson. Oh, Matthew Noska. I know him. He's in all 8 episodes. Wow. He was the guy. So I followed him because I found him on Ellen, and he went viral because he posted a picture of himself and his dad. They were out back building a deck, and he's shirtless, and he's like stunning. He's like one of the most beautiful people I've ever seen in my entire life. So then a talent agent from, I think it was Wilhelmina Talent Scouts or whatever, called him and signed him as a model, and he just like took off. I think if you saw him, you'd know him, but he's also in the movie No Hard Feelings with Jennifer Lawrence. He's the one she's hooking up with, and towards the end, she like meets him at a bar. Anyway, it'll be good to have him in there. Naomi Watts, Tiana Taylor, Glenn Close, Sarah Paulson, Niecy Nash, Kim Kardashian, Matthew Noska. Oh, Ed O'Neill, he's in one episode. He's Jay from Modern Family, which if you've not seen Modern Family, you need to get on that. But I typed in Kim Kardashian in IMDb, and I think about this movie so much, but she was in one called The Disaster Movie, and it's one of those like spoof movies, like date movie or scary movie. But it is so funny, you guys. It is so funny. They make fun of Hannah Montana. They make fun of Pirates of the Caribbean. They make fun of Narnia. So many. Carmen Electra's in it. Kim Kardashian. There's just so many funny people in this movie. It's very not politically correct. But it's just, the humor is so spot on. Anyway, yeah, so Kim finished filming that show. She's an executive producer of it, and it's going to be on Hulu with Ryan Murphy, who's in charge of like so many. Do you guys want to hear what Ryan Murphy is known for? I mean, most notably, American Horror Story. Also Glee. I think Glee was his first big like hit. American Horror Story. Oh, I didn't know he did The Prom. Producer, let's see. Oh, he did the new show Mid-Century Modern. That just started too. Dr. Odyssey, 911, 911 Lone Star, American Horror Story, Grotesquerie, American Horror Stories, Monsters. That's like the Lyle and Eric Menendez ones, and the Jeffrey Dahmer one. Feud. That's like a mini type series type thing. They do a different show each one. Let's see, The Watcher. Did you guys ever watch that on Netflix? I had to stop watching it because it kind of creeped me out. One of my biggest things is having blinds on windows, because after watching The Strangers, which is still the scariest movie in all of history, I was terrified. I cannot have any crack showing on a window. I'm a little bit better now, but just the thought of people watching you for no reason, I just can't get past that. He did Ratched. That was the one on Netflix with Sarah Paulson. The Politician. That was the one with Gwyneth Paltrow. Oh, Hollywood is a really good one. All of these are on Netflix, just FYI. Hollywood is a very, very good one. It's kind of like it's not his real name in the show. His name in the show, I think, is called Rock Hudson, but they're referring to Brock Hudson, the famous actor. Scream Queens. I freaking love that show. I wish they would have gotten rid of it. Glee. What else? Yeah, he does a lot. Like, a lot. Should we see what he has? 10 upcoming things. Dr. Odyssey, 911 Nashville, The Beauty, another American Horror Story, another Monsters. I wonder what that one's going to be about. Oh, more Watcher? Wow. Okay. Interesting. Anyway, so there you go. The more you know. What is next? Mo. Do you guys remember Mo? You would know her from like 2016, 2017 time zones. She sang Don't Leave. She sang Lean On. I'm not gonna sing these songs because they're so not. They're I would butcher them. Kamagotchi. What else? Final Song. Like, if you looked her up, you would know who I'm talking about. But she has a new EP out, and her new album comes out soon. It's called Playgirl, I think is what it's called. And where is it? Show me the album. Anyway, she has an EP out with 4 songs, and they're very good. I've been listening to these on repeat for a long time. These are very good gym songs or running songs if you want. My favorite is Keep Moving. And she also does a cover of Wake Me Up by Avicii, the late Avicii, R.I.P. It always makes me sad when I think about him. But do you guys realize how successful he was? He only had 2 albums. Levels and True, I think it was. And he had made $160 million from just those 2 albums. I mean, and DJing and stuff too, but that is so impressive. But obviously that level of work and fame and whatever just did not sit well with him. So we sadly lost him. It's been a while now. When was that? 2019, 2020? But anyway, if you want to listen to a good EP, her new album comes out in May 16th, I want to say. Moe's does. And I'm going to listen because this EP is fantastic. There's a song on here with someone called Sweet Pig. I sent it to my friend Edgar. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you changed your stage name. He's like, I hate you. I'm like, I know. Trisha Paytas has a new song, apparently. I did not know this, but she also has a music video for it now. It's called Bubbly, and she's just talking about her life and how grateful she is and stuff. But I love Trisha Paytas, but obviously I'm not gonna go listen to her music. But some people do. Look, I Love You Jesus has almost 11 million listens. Beverly only has 35,000. When did it come out? Should we find out? Song credits. Sometimes it'll tell you. Performed by Trisha Paytas and written by Trisha Paytas. So there you go. Anyway, I don't care that much about it. But if you want to go watch it, you can. I need to listen to her podcast more. I have been slacking on that, and I don't know why. All right, 2 people that people are mad at right now. We'll start with Miss Chappell Roan. She pissed off a lot of moms, which I mean I get, but I also get it's her opinion, and you don't have to listen to her opinion if you don't want to. But I think we just need to come to the conclusion. I've thought this for a long time, and I think I've even said it. She's not the nicest person. I'm just going to be honest with you. She does not seem like the nicest person. She seems like someone who would complain about a lot of things when you hang out with her. But she basically said, she was on the Call Her Daddy podcast and said, I don't know anyone my age that has kids that's truly happy. And people went apeshit. And I understand. But she said only people she knows that has kids. She's not saying everybody. So let's just take a step back. It's okay. But also, that's just a lot to say they're not happy. I'm sure the people that she knows that she's talking about would be like, well, that's not actually accurate. I'm not miserable, but I'm not ecstatic about life right now. And some people absolutely love their children, and they're their pride and joy and love it, and that's awesome. That is amazing. But I get what she was coming from. She's not wanting kids, doesn't want to have kids. She thinks that the place in her life right now is not the time to have kids. It just came off very bratty and very mean and very judgmental. But I get both sides. I get why both people would be mad. And I don't know, just the more she talks about stuff, the more we just get to know her. That's just all I'm going to say. I'm just going to put her in a category with Mariah Carey, and that'll just tell you what needs to be said. All right, and the next one is Morgan Wallen. He was on SNL again which I'm surprised he was invited back because last time he was on, he broke protocol, COVID protocol, and he's like partying with a bunch of like college girls and stuff. And then he came to the set and performed, and video got out that he was not quarantining or social distancing or anything. But he was on again. Mikey Madsen was the host, and she's the one that just won the Oscar for Best Actress, I want to say, for Anora. And I feel bad. Like, he seemed very nice to her. He, like, whispered in his ear. So after the show, SNL, the host comes out and says, "Thank you, everyone, for watching. I had a wonderful time here. Thank you to the musical guest, Morgan Wallen. I love you all. Good night." And then the camera just kind of slowly pans backwards, like very, very slowly. And everyone on stage just kind of hugs each other and talks and stuff. And Morgan Wallen leaned over and whispered something into Mikey's ear and then walked off stage, like right past the camera, which apparently is like a no, like you don't do that. And it's basically like he couldn't get out of there fast enough. But then he went and he posted on his Instagram story a picture of a private plane and said, "Get me back to God's country." And people were like, well, if you don't like it, then why did you go? Like, you, for some reason, your music sells quite a bit. And why do you need to come and promote it on SNL? If it's the audience and fan base you don't really like, why are you trying to promote your music to them? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Why do they have to be like this? Just do your job. Just, what did that lady say? Just dribble the ball. Just bounce the ball or whatever. No, like, obviously, people can have difference of opinions and stuff, but really, come on. You're acting like a fool. He's saying "I'm the Problem" from his new album and also "Just in Case" from his upcoming LP. I don't know if his new album's out or if it's coming out, but have you guys ever looked at his albums? Like, how many songs are in each? Like, I'm on board with him on this because we all know how I feel about long albums, and how I definitely feel about short albums. Drive me insane. Let's see. 2023. This album has 36 songs, you guys. Like, finally, we're getting some content that we actually deserve. I think this is his first album or one of them. Dangerous, the double album, has 31 songs. Yeah, like, he puts out a lot of music. And I wonder if he writes a lot of these songs or if they're just given to him. Some people do really well with that. Some people really want to be known as the songwriter, and some people don't care at all. Some people just want a good song and they want to make it successful. So, performed by Morgan. This was last night. Oh, this was last night. We let the liquor talk. Yeah, he didn't write this at all. Performed by Morgan Wallen and written by 4 other people. So, see what I mean? But he knows what he's doing. That song has 1.2 billion streams. And if you want to make money, that's how you got to do it. Okay, let's move on. Lady Gaga has announced the Mayhem Ball, and it is going to be an absolute bloodbath to get these tickets. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Tickets go on sale on Wednesday. And let me just read you the list of cities they're going to in the U.S. Las Vegas, Seattle, New York, Miami, Chicago. Yes, you heard that right. 5 cities in the United States. 5. She's going to Toronto, Canada. She's going to Berlin, London, Manchester, Stockholm, Milan, Barcelona, Paris, Lyon, and Antwerp, and Amsterdam. So, my question is, what the hell? And it's a arena tour. So it would be different if it was a stadium tour, but it's not. It's an arena tour. And that means it's smaller. But she said she just can't do the visuals and what she wants to do in a stadium. It just doesn't work. She wants to do an arena because she can make it more of what she wants, which I get. But you got to do more than 5 dates, more than 5 cities. There's more than 5 dates, but for a tour like this, like, we've been waiting for how long for you to tour? Because her last one wasn't very big either, and it was like baseball stadiums. I don't know. And I was wondering why LA wasn't on there, but I saw a TikTok and it said there's probably a clause in her Coachella contract where she can't perform within a certain radius for a while until after Coachella because they want people to come see her at Coachella, which makes sense, kind of. I mean, all these are after. It doesn't start till July. So all these are after Coachella anyway. So, I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. But I will be trying to get tickets. Wish me luck. It's going to be very difficult. Honestly, it's going to be on par with trying to get Taylor Swift tickets just because of the few dates that there are. So, I don't know. Okay, Alabama Barker. I remember I started talking about this last time and I didn't finish. Alabama Barker is Travis Barker's daughter. And basically, she cosplays as a person of color and wants to be a person of color so badly. She's beefing with Bad Baby. Bad Baby keeps eating her up, I will say. And people are like, what is wrong with, like, you have taken nepotism and used it in the worst way possible. Like, her hair was completely bleach, fried, frizzy, slicked back, as tight as you could get. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But then, so if you're unaware, Travis Barker is married to Kourtney Kardashian, and obviously Kourtney Kardashian's mom is Kris Jenner. And people are like, Kris Jenner needs to sit this girl down and teach her some things. And all of a sudden, she went from, like, posting these, like, rap videos to posting her Lululemon hauls. And people are like, I know Kris Jenner's sitting behind that camera with a belt. Like, oh, we know Kris Jenner sat her down and gave her a word. Which, honestly, might be true. But yeah, it's just so interesting. And then her brother Landon is known for dancing to the same Frey song over and over and over again. Landon Barker was dating Charlie D'Amelio. Either Charlie or Dixie. I think it was Charlie. But I don't know. You should go watch her TikToks and just see the instant transformation of her. And even the way she talks is different. Like, completely different. So, yeah. Sundance, you guys, is leaving Utah, which is very unfortunate, and I think it has a lot to do with laws that are being placed and just stuff like that. So that's unfortunate. It's been here for 40 years, and it's moving to Boulder, Colorado. So next year will be its last year, 2026, and then after that, it won't be in Utah anymore. And people are not happy, and I don't blame them. I've only been a few times, and it is very fun. I liked it. It's kind of crowded, but it's just really cool to see, you know, everyone walking around in Park City and going to. I've been to a few of the movies that they've had, but it says that it brings $135 million to the economy, the Utah economy, every year. It gives jobs to, like, Uber drivers, to waiters, to, like, literally everyone. Hotel staff. So it's going to be a major blow to U.S. economy, the Utah economy. And it's just really unfortunate. It's like one thing, when you think Sundance, you think Utah. And a lot of people, when they think Utah, they think Sundance. Or, I mean, guess the Arches or whatever. But I don't know. It just kind of makes me sad. And I think a lot of people are upset. And, oh well. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. But good luck. I kind of hope it's like when the NFR went to Texas. I think it was for 1 year. I think it was during COVID. But I don't know if there's really any reason to do that. I don't know. Vegas was closed down, like, a lot. But they had been wanting to go to Texas for a long time and leave Vegas, which makes no sense because Vegas has plenty of hotel rooms and hotel space and things to do. Like, there's just stuff to do in Vegas. Vegas is an entertainment place. You go there to be entertained at all times, and there's plenty to do, plenty to see, plenty to shop, plenty to eat. So they did the rodeo, the NFR in Texas 1 year, and they moved back the next year. It doesn't make sense. I think they wanted it to be more centrally located in the United States, but that's too bad. Sorry, guys. The West Coast is just better. Lana Del Rey has a new song coming out. It's called Henry. She's teased it before, but now it's like getting serious. And it's going to be on the album The Right Person Will Stay. And she will be performing, headlining at Stagecoach, which is right after Coachella. And it's like a country music festival. But yeah, no official word on when it comes out. No official... when does the album come out? Hang on. Alright, her album comes out May 21st. The Right Person Will Stay is the upcoming 10th studio album by American singer-songwriter Lana Del Rey. It is scheduled to be released through Interscope Records and Polydor Records. Why two? On May 21st. Interscope Records, just FYI, is who Selena Gomez and Lady Gaga are signed to. Just FYI. And I think maybe Gracie Abrams. Should we find out? Okay, I don't think it's Gracie Abrams, but it is. There's Avicii, which we just talked about, Benny Blanco, Tupac. Let's see who else. Ben Platt, Benny Blanco, Billie Eilish, Blackpink, Blink-182, Boy Genius, Camila Cabello. I forgot she was on there. Cashmere Cat. I don't hear much from them anymore. Dermot Kennedy, DaBaby, DJ Snake, Ellie Goulding, Eminem, Elton John, Euphoria. The whole cast of Euphoria is on there. Phineas. Oh, I was right. Gracie Abrams. See? Gwen Stefani. Who else? Jennifer Hudson. Juice WRLD. Casey Musgraves. Is that right? I mean, this is their website, so if it's wrong, then they're lying. Lady Gaga, Lana Del Rey, Karol G. Let's see, who else is super famous on this list that we would know? Oh, Renee Rapp. I mean, she's not super famous, but Selena Gomez, Sting. Yeah, this record label has quite a few notable people on it. Anyway, Sydney Sweeney has broken off her engagement, allegedly. I guess sources are still unsure, but I think it's pretty accurate. But they said she was seen with her co-star, Anyone But You co-star Gleb Powell, in Dallas, Texas. So the pair were reportedly seen at Dallas restaurant Joe Leo Fine Tex-Mex, according to photos obtained by Jumois. Jumois is like a anonymous celebrity gossip and sighting website, just FYI, or account. Along with snaps of Sweeney, 27, and Powell, 36. Together, the Instagram account also shared reports that the actors were both at the Texas spot for a wedding rehearsal dinner for Powell's sister Leslie, who also worked on Anyone But You. The sighting of the stars, who have long been the subject of romance rumors but have repeatedly clarified that they are just good friends, continues amid rumors that Sweeney has split from Davino, 41, her fiancé of 3 years. Representatives of Sweeney and Powell did not immediately respond to people's request. Yeah, so sorry to, what's his name? Davino. I don't know, I feel like she seemed pretty happy with him because she would always like talk about him during press interviews and stuff like that. So I'm wondering if it's a him issue, like seeing her with all these really attractive men is getting to him, and it's like she's not pursuing them, but just that she's with them all the time and doing movies with them, it bothers him. I mean, it would be really hard seeing her. I mean, she's like one of those beautiful people in the whole world, and she gets to act with some of the most beautiful people in the whole world. So I don't know. Anyway, Jen Shah from Real Housewives of Salt Lake, she just keeps getting her sentencing reduced more and more. It is now reduced to September 19th, 2026, 2 months earlier than expected. So she must be doing something right. I am pretty confident she will come back to the show. I can't imagine she wouldn't. And that's happened before. I mean, they brought back Teresa from New Jersey. Just because there's such good TV. There's such good entertainment. But she's also not a very good person. She's not very nice. They're all scared of her. They said Meredith did reach out to her and has talked to her. Meredith actually said that herself. So, I don't know. We'll see. And the last thing we'll end on is another Housewives thing. Garcelle is leaving Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So that's too bad. I liked Garcelle. I didn't have anything against her, but she really did not like Dorit. Like, did not like her. She wanted Dorit to be the... She just was always calling her racist, and Dorit's like, what are you talking about? Like, where is this coming from? She just would not let up on Dorit. And I think finally this season Dorit had enough. But it's just like, that was her whole ammo. Ammo? Is that what you call it? It's just picking on Dorit. And finally fans were like, okay, like, what is it with you and Dorit? Like, get over it. Like, can you move on, please? So it'll be interesting to see who they replace her with. Sometimes they get people that people don't know, and sometimes they get really famous people to be on Beverly Hills. So we will see. Anyway, I am off to go eat dinner or breakfast. I'm actually an hour behind, so I fasted for longer than anticipated, which is fine. But now I'm going to go eat my 3 cans of chicken and cottage cheese. So wish me luck. Here's my life for the next 2 weeks. Anyway, thank you for listening. If you want to listen to more, you can subscribe to my Patreon. I think the Patreon is just KCK. I'm going to do like a whole outro thing, just like a pre-recorded thing, so I can put it in here. So I can get all the information correct. But I do just a couple extra videos a month, and who knows, maybe in the future I'll do more. But I'd really appreciate the support, and thank you for listening. Thank you for telling people about my podcast, and for being, you guys, whenever I see you in person, or, you know, when you message me on Instagram and stuff, you're always very, very supportive and very nice, and I really, really appreciate it. So thank you so much. And I hope you have a great week. Have a great start to April. Don't play too mean of April Fool's jokes tomorrow. Anyway, love you, bye.